and I can tell you the governing in my house. And if we remotely did anything that we're about to show you, uh, I, I, I might have been in a better world with the man upstairs.
Well, see, that's stepping it up a notch, because I remember my mom bringing out the leather strap and be like, "You see it? You see it? You want to smell it?"
Oh, yeah. Oh boy, this show is going to be interesting for sure. Welcome to Two Guys I'm Just Saying. I am Al Bandiero. That is Diamond Boy Lewis.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing phenomenal. I want to remind everybody to catch us on all the platforms every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Join us here and join the conversation. Let us know where you're watching us from or where you're listening to. And like that, we could say hello to you guys as well. And please hit that follow and subscribe button.
Yeah, we're starting to grow a little bit. You know, these podcasts take time, and it's just two guys just hanging out, just talking about different issues that's going on around the world. And the one issue that everybody talks about. Oh, and by the way, a shameless plug. I have a brand new website up.
Yes.
Kindly take a look at it. Yeah, albandiero.com. My acting is on there, voiceover, producing the movies that we are running with right now that my wife wrote and directed. So kindly take a look. We finished it up and we're happy with it. So if you can, just go to it. So the issue that we're talking about this week, the first thing you think about when you see these videos that you can't escape it on social media is these kids that are out of control. And before we get into it, well, you don't have kids, you don't want to stop. I was a child. You were a child. And I can tell you the governing in my house. And if we remotely did anything that we're about to show you, I might have been in a better world with the man upstairs, or my parents might have been arrested. I don't know, one of the two, but we would have got our ass severely kicked. And I know you were telling me, but go ahead, you take this one.
Man, unfortunately, this child. And a lot of people are, especially experts, are saying how the younger or newer generation are just becoming addicted to cell phones and tablets and all this stuff. And this mother took away the phone of this 12-year-old child, and look what he did to their apartment.
I don't care.
Oh my God,
man! I gotta tell you,
I don't know. Do you have any words? I have no words.
I actually, I feel the hurt. The mother is, if you hear her voice and she just, first of all, it's unbelievable. I'm actually at a loss for words. You would never expect something like this.
You know, I have to ask you one thing, because I'm sure there's an expert there and we don't know. Is there something that wrong with the kid, or is this just a flat out temper tantrum?
No,
because which one is it? Is there something that maybe should be looked into? How old is this kid?
12. I mean, this is psycho tendencies. I mean, and I'm not trying to make a joke or anything about it. This is more mental.
Wow.
I mean, you destroyed the toilet.
Yeah, and I guess my thought when I was watching it just now is, at some point, we've all been through, you get pissed off at something.
Correct.
But that energy, literally, okay, I'm done. I'm tired now. So to look at that and know that that energy
Yeah.
never stopped throughout each room, that is just sad to see.
It's concerning, right? Because this is
Yeah.
rage, and we hear about road rage and stuff like that. And we were kids. I mean, Eddie Murphy had a huge bit back in the day of when we were kids, and we like get all upset at our parents. Oh, get out of here! I can't wait to leave this house. Blah blah blah. But yeah, we get our anger. But this is just some literally, and it's sad to say for a child, it's psychotic rage. And imagine that being transferred or being guided towards another child, or eventually in his lifetime when he grows up to, to his domestic partner. It's just, it's concerning.
Yeah. Marlene showed me one the other day that I got 100%, and we're about to show the video on this one. So this father kept telling the son, stop playing with the games, go out, go out, go out. And I guess the father at some point had enough, which it's usually the other way. The parents just give up at a certain point and let the kid do what they want to do. This particular parent, his father said, how many times I'm going to tell you stop playing the games on TV and go outside? So here's what the father did as the kid was playing. Take a look.
What are you doing? I'm playing the game. Playing a game. Didn't I say I don't want you on Xbox? Well, yeah, but Frank. No. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ridiculous.
His father appears to be angry, but has amazing self-control and rather unrealistically plans to barbecue the console in the evening.
Oh boy.
What are you doing? That's it. Oh, no, you're not going to break it. What are you doing?
Oh, no.
Are you serious?
Oh.
Now that is kind of a throwback to when I was a kid, but no games were involved. It's simple. This is my house, my rules. And look at the kids astonished, like, I can't believe you did that. It's like, what? How many times am I going to tell you the same thing over and over again?
Well, see, that's stepping it up a notch, because I remember my mom bringing out the leather strap and be like, you see it? You see it? You want to smell it?
Oh, yeah. So the question after watching two of those, completely different and I agree. The first one with the mother, she's completely heartbroken.
Yes.
At the level that this kid never stopped. The second one was literally the kid, in my opinion, just ignoring the father over and over and over and over and over again. Two completely different levels, but it's about one way of devastation that I took it, and the other one was, these are my rules, live by them until you go out on your own.
So the two things that I see in common in these two videos, even though they're two extremes, right? One's the child, one's the parent taking, it's just the level of respect. Back in our days, our parents, actually any adult, let's just not even our parents, any adult will say something and we're like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And even if you didn't want to do it, or if you had to stop doing what you were doing, you would just cut it out and just keep going. If your parent took away something, we respected the situation. Yeah, we would get upset, whatever. Keep it inside, keep it quiet. Just take your punishment in the chin and just keep it moving.
Louis, also it extended past that. Anybody that grew up in a neighborhood, when we were growing up, the bottom line was, if your parents weren't around, somebody was watching you in the neighborhood.
Correct.
And if you did something, I know I can tell you my experience. If you did something, whomever it was, would report it to your parents. Hey, your son did this or whatever. Thank God that rarely happened with me, but when it did, they weren't viewed as, oh, mind your business. It was, what do you mean my son did this? Because there was an embarrassment that their child did something that was embarrassing to them and was wrong. And they dealt with it. I would, once in a blue moon, I would go home and, hey, were you on the so-and-so street today? Yeah. And I heard you did this. Then there was no denying. So I don't know if that's out in the world anymore because people now are afraid to go over to the parents to say whatever they need to say because it's viewed as, well, mind your business.
Correct. Correct. And nowadays, and which is, it's kind of sad to see, right? Back in our days, if the teacher came to your parents and said, "Hey, little Johnny, blah 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 blah," you would get it, even if you didn't get a beating or something, but you got a punishment, you got a talking to, right, to correct the situation. Nowadays, there's a lot of parents that'll go back at the teacher. Well, who are you to say this, blah blah blah, or what are you making the? So it's kind of tough. Imagine me as a neighbor, I would never tell somebody that their kid is actually here in Florida, where I've been I've been almost a year. Actually, I don't even know the kids from across the street. I think I've seen them twice. So I don't even know if they're visiting every once in a while. So it's tough. It's not like how when we used to grow up that everybody knew everybody. Of the neighborhood. Well, you're in a different situation. I mean, I gotta say, you know what? Being up north, and that's something that I do miss. Even though down here in Florida, Southern hospitality is pretty cool, but being up north, even though a lot of people stay to themselves, everybody still knows everybody, and they know if they belong in their street or not. And, correct. It might not be the tightest neighborhoods like they were back in the day, but everybody knows who belong here. Honestly, I don't know. If some new car would come here or some person would be, I'm like, oh, that must be a new neighbor, or maybe a neighbor I've never seen, because everybody keeps themselves to the, they isolate themselves.
Why do you think that is? That's interesting. You've been down there for a year. Is it that people are just more of minding their own business, or they're just not aware of what's going on in their neighborhood? Why do you think that is?
I think it's the second one. I think it's more of being aware. And then, I get it. There's always going to be a nosy one. And we've all had them, even when we were kids, all the way to, and that's, we deal with them at different levels, but still nobody, and I can tell you this, like when we moved into this area, we kind of reached out. One of the neighbors came over and stuff. I mean, she had horrible timing because she wanted to have a conversation as we're unloading the truck. And I just keep walking, and Carmen was a little bit more politically correct, and she stopped and she's like, "Hey, listen, it's not that I don't want to have a conversation, but you see, we're unloading the truck and we want to be done." So, but she was very nice, and she's, every time she sees us, she says hello and we say hello to her. And so with her, we have a little bit of rapport, but outside of that, not that much. And obviously, and you know what's funny, in business, that happens here too. So where the cigar lounge is, we've reached out to a lot of the other businesses when we first came and opened our lounge, and only like 3 or 4 shops or other businesses, we become pretty friendly. But the rest, actually, I could see the owners walk down the street. Carmen will recognize them. I don't even know who they are sometimes.
Wow, so, really? So they didn't come into your cigar lounge to wish you good luck or welcome?
No. But if one thing I've been learning about this videos is definitely our newer generation is missing that respect, little spice of life, and I think it's going to be rough for them later on down the road. I mean, and we're seeing it. Nowadays, this younger generation doesn't respect our law enforcement. They don't respect teachers. So forget about me.
I just think the overall, it's the overall respect period. You were telling me before we went on about some brand new, what was it, an ice cream store?
Yeah.
Tell that story. That was interesting. Yeah.
So talking about respect, it's mind-boggling to me how people. They just, and I call it kind of like the God syndrome, right? So people go online and they write all this stuff. So unfortunately, this brand new ice cream shop in, I believe it was in Alabama. It's a mom and pop shop. They open in their grand opening week. A guy from Florida who's living over there right now went there, and I guess he got the wrong order, or the service wasn't up to par. But opening week, stuff is just all over the place. Stuff. So he went and gave him a bad Google review. And obviously, small businesses rely on Google reviews just so they could show up on when you do a search and stuff like that. It helps for the business. Monetarily, it doesn't do anything, but it's just visuals, right, for businesses. So I guess they took it down. He put it up again. They took it down, and he put it up again. But he was giving them a 1-star review, and the owner, the lady, finally had it, found out where he worked, where he lived, and went and confronted him. And
wow.
Unfortunately, she lost his cool. Then the husband came and he lost his cool with this customer, and both of them ended up being arrested. But when a lot of us started digging into this gentleman that wrote the bad review, he says in the video that that's what he does, and we could show a little bit of the clip of the argument going back and forth.
Okay.
I am mad because I have busted my ass at something, and you think you're going to run it into the ground.
Obviously,
I asked to build that business.
You have some mental issues that would cause you to get mad that I left a review on your restaurant. Okay?
3 times.
Okay?
Okay. It was
the time was the second time was the metrics.
It was
why your business.
I can do whatever I want.
Wow. You think in this day and age that nothing would wow you. And after watching that, because you knew about it, I did not. My first response is, number one, if somebody took it down, end it. It's done. Yeah. It's finished. If you don't like their service, number one, it was a brand new store. So you got to get the kinks out. Everybody knows that. So maybe give them a second shot, and which is what a lot of people do. Or if you gave the bad review, it should be finished. It should be done. That's the way that I look at it. Then don't go back there again. Don't spend your money in the place.
Correct.
But continue to do this tit for tat, so to speak. And then obviously now they take it to that level of confronting the guy, which is going to escalate it even more.
It's a little kooky, I gotta say.
Yeah.
But I am going to tell you a great story, and you're not going to believe it, but I will show you in person, because I don't want to put this person on blast. So our cigar lounge, normally we get between 4 and 5-star reviews, and people always like the service and the ambiance and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, you were just you were nominated, so we should put that out there. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, we were nominated for Cigar Lounge of North America. So we're competing against 1 in New York, 1 in Tennessee, and 2 out of Canada. So
fantastic. Yeah.
So listen to this. We just got our first 1-star review. So Carmen goes, "We got a 1-star review." I was like, "We got a 1-star review? How is that even possible?" So, because we pride ourselves on giving great service and try to accommodate as much as possible. Mm-hmm. So we went and looked at the review, and it's actually a fantastic review. How this person loved the ambiance, how this person loved the hand-rolled cigars, how this person loved our knowledge, how he was treated. The only thing that he didn't like, and that was a turnoff for him, was then when he gave us his lighters to fill them up, we charged them for the gas. It's a service that we provide. You bring your lighter, we charge it for you, and then we charge you, because nothing is free for any business. Yeah. So he said, well, after spending money at your business, it was a turnoff that they charged me for gas for my lighter.
Okay, let me review this as if I'm looking at it. Okay, and I'm not taking sides because we know each other, but the bottom line is, it's not your responsibility to fill his lighter. That's the first thing. And even if it is a courtesy, the bottom line is you had to pay for that.
Correct.
To fill his lighter. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if he's stating that he likes everything else, 4 out of 5, that's not bad. Okay. It's like, okay, I get a pet peeve, which really doesn't have anything to do with the service. You're reviewing a service. And I understand that you're doing a courtesy of, let me fill his lighter, but there's no way you'd wind up losing money, because you have to pay for the butane every time you fill up someone's lighter. So I personally, I think that's unfair to drop it all the way to 1 star.
So it's always about respect. I mean, we see how these kids are not respecting their parents or not respecting anything that's happening in their life.
Yeah.
And now it's about respect in businesses.